Hi guys, welcome. This is going to be about a 30-minute power yoga practice. So we're going to get right to it. If you want to come to a seated position on your mat, comfortable, easy seated, you can sit crisscross, you can have your legs out in front or in a straddle, whatever's comfortable. And we're just going to take a minute to get centered here. So just sitting up nice and tall. You can take one hand to your belly, one hand to your chest. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. And start to let the thoughts of your day move into the background. Whatever has already happened, whatever is yet to come, there's time for that later. Just start to bring your awareness to your breath. Carve out these 30 minutes for you. This is your chance to do something nice for yourself, and it should feel good. So in this practice, you're going to make sure that you're breathing deeply, your face is relaxed, that means you're smiling softly, you're relaxed where you can be and working where you need to be. You're going to stick with plan A unless you feel really good, and then you might go to a plan B, maybe a plan C, but always backing out if things don't feel good or if your breath gets out of whack. All right, starting to lengthen those inhales and exhales a little bit deeper. Let your chest rise into that upper hand, let your belly press out into that lower hand, and then exhale, pull your belly back. And this is the kind of breath you're looking to have during your practice today in all your poses. Move with your breath. Okay, hands down to your side. I'm going to switch which leg is in front. We will be switching back and forth, so feel free to do that if you want to. We're going to start with some seated cat-cow. So I'm going to start with my hands on my knees. Sitting up tall, I'm going to inhale. I'm going to arch my back and press my chest forward and up into cow pose. And then I'm going to exhale. I'm going to start to round my back. Push my knees away, straighten my arms, separate my shoulders. Do that again. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. Now we're going to take some torso rotations. So start to move your torso around to the side. You're moving your chest and you're moving your chest forward. Now to the other side. Do that one more time. Same direction. Don't worry, we'll switch it up. Should feel good on your low back and your hips. Okay, inhale, circle your arms, bring them up overhead. Press your palms together, slide them down. Inhale, and then slide your arms out into a forward fold. Okay, your plan A is here. Forearms for B, sliding out. Come back up, do that one more time. Inhale, circle your arms. Bring them back down. Deep breath in, sliding down into that forward fold. And then coming back. We're going to switch which leg is in front. And repeat that series again. So inhale to cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale cat. And we're going to do those torso rotations. Maybe go in the other direction this time. You can make these as small or as big as you need to today. Back to neutral. Inhale your arms up. Press your palms together. Big inhale, sliding out to your fold. And just stretching your hips out, getting them ready. This sequence is going to have a lot of hip openers and a lot of shoulders. Okay, sliding back up. I'm just working back and forth with my legs. I'm switching them again. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale into a twist. Press into your fingertips, look up and over your shoulder. Inhale up. Take that to the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, out to the sides. And then you're gonna wrap one over the other. Reach for your shoulder blades and keep pulling your fingertips together. Lower your shoulders. Take a deep breath here. We're just loosening up the backs of the shoulders. And then inhale, bring your arms open and behind you. Plan A, you can press your fists into your low back. Plan B, reach for your elbows. Plan C, maybe you're interlacing your fingers and getting a big stretch here in your chest and your shoulders. Go ahead and release that. We'll do that series one more time. Last time, switching our legs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale into a twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale out to the sides. This time, when you bring them in front, cross the other arm up top. Whichever one was the first time, get the other one. Squeezing, pulling your fingertips together, deep breath. Go ahead and release, and again, get that chest stretch. Bring your hands behind you, fists or grabbing elbows, interlacing fingers. All right, go ahead and release. Let's just do one side stretch before we move on. So inhale, bringing your arms up, taking one arm down, reach up and over. Let's move with our breath here. So inhale up, exhale, reach. Inhale up, exhale, reach. Last time. And inhale up, exhale, arms down. We're gonna come to table. So hands in knees position. Go ahead and settle your wrists under your shoulders, knees under hips. Spread all 10 fingers. Nice neutral spine here. And if you want to take a deep breath in, look over your right shoulder. Come back to neutral. And go ahead and take that over your left shoulder. And go ahead and come back to center. Now on your next inhale, go ahead and raise your right arm and extend your left leg back. Plan A, stay on the ball of that left foot. Plan B, lift that leg, keep it hip high, and point through the ball of that foot. Reach through your fingertips. Now take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, pull your left knee in to your right elbow. See if you can get them to touch. Inhale, stretch really long into bird dog. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale. We have 3 more, so keep it with the pace of your breath. Try to keep that left hip from opening up. Keep it parallel to the floor with the right hip. And then last one. Knee to elbow. And come back down to neutral, to table. Take a round of breath in between. And then inhale, lift your left arm. Extend your right leg either to the ball of that foot or lifting that leg hip high. And inhale, reach. Exhale. Knee to elbow. You're trying to move like you're moving through mud here. So keep it slow. That's why we're pacing it to our breath. And I think we have 3 more. Somebody let me know if I ever lose count. Maybe we'll do an extra one just to be sure. My students love that at school. Right, Unionville? Go ahead and reach long, last one. Might have been an extra. And go ahead and come back. Sink back into child's pose. Sweep your arms behind you, come down to the crown of your head. Take a couple breaths here. And go ahead and come back up. We're gonna move into downward facing dog. Get yourself set, take a nice deep breath in, curl your toes under and push your hips up and back. Now bend your knees on this first one. Press into your hands. Make sure you're flattening out your palms. And breathing, nice long, steady breaths here. Take any movements that you want. Maybe bring your heels to one side. Just stretch out your rib cage a little bit more. Maybe you want to loosen your hamstrings up a little bit and cycle through. All right, we're gonna head into a new pose today. To my UHS students, we're gonna learn fallen triangle. On an inhale, let's move into three-legged dog. Lift your right leg up to the ceiling, doesn't matter how high it goes. And then exhale, pull that knee up towards your right elbow. Maybe tap it. Do that again. Inhale, lift that leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, pull that knee into your nose and see if you can touch. Last time, inhale up. Now this time, pull that right knee towards your left elbow and extend that right leg out towards me. And you're here, this is your plan A for fallen triangle. Plan B, come onto the inside of that left foot, come over your right hand, hand on your hip, so it's like a side plank. Plan C, lift that hand up. So this is fallen triangle. So keep working on lifting your hips up to the ceiling, breathe. Take one more full breath. Take that hand down. Let's step back and sink back into child's pose. We'll take 3 breaths here before we do the other side. Coming back up into table, take a deep breath in, and go ahead, press back to down dog. And when you're ready, three-legged dog. Inhale your left leg up to the ceiling. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. And again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull that knee into your nose. Last time, inhale, lift. Exhale, left knee to your right elbow. Extend that left leg out. Come onto the side of your right foot and bring your hand to your hip. Lift your hips, maybe lift your hand and breathe. Pressing so hard into that left hand and into your feet. Ten more breaths, we're good, we got it. Kidding, hand down, step back to plank, and sink back for child's pose one last time. Okay, coming back up to table. Take a deep breath in, press back to downward facing dog. Let's hold here for 3 more breaths. Now that you're feeling more warmed up, maybe pressing your heels towards your mat. Keep pressing your head back between your arms. Look ahead of your hands, lift up onto the balls of your feet. Lift your hips, take a slow walk up to the top. Keep breathing in. Now bend your knees, grab opposite elbows. Release your head, relax. Maybe nod your head yes and no to loosen up your neck. Take your hands up to your hips. Use an inhale here. Inhale, come all the way up. Open your chest to the ceiling and release your arms. Go ahead and Inhale your shoulders up to your ears, roll them back behind. Do that again. Inhale up. One last time. All right, Sun Salutation A. I'm going to add some poses in the middle. On an inhale, circle your arms, look up. Exhale, forward fold, bend your knees. Hands to shins, inhale halfway. Step back to plank, plan A, down to your knees. Look ahead of your mat, exhale, point your shoulders behind you. Inhale to cobra, use your back strength and then press into your hands. Exhale back, press back to downward facing dog. Look ahead of your hands, you can take that walk or a step forward. Inhale halfway, exhale fold. Inhale all the way up. And exhale right into another one. Now I'm going to show plan B. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale halfway. And stepping or hopping back. Plan B is to stay on the balls of your feet. Lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. And back to downward facing dog. All right, inhale that right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, start to bring that knee in towards your nose and bring that foot down to your mat. So we're in runner's lunge here. If you would like, you can bring your back knee down to low runner's lunge, or you can stay on the ball of that foot. Keep lifting your chest, keeping your spine long. So there's a straight line going from my heel, up my leg, up my spine, out my head. Try not to let yourself round. One more breath. Now take that left hand, put it next to your right foot, and inhale, open up into a twist. You can keep your right hand on your hip or lift that arm. But if that doesn't feel good on your shoulder or your neck, keep your right hand down. Keep dipping your left hip towards your mat. One more breath. And bring this right hand down. We're going to walk our hands up our right leg into Crescent Warrior. Sweep your arms behind you again. You can grab opposite elbows or interlace your fingers and lift and look up. Keep dipping into that front knee and keep that back leg straight. Coming back to neutral, take your hands to your hips, step your back foot in, and we're going to take pyramid. So my feet are a little bit closer. My front toes are pointed to the front of my mat. Hands are on my hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, pull forward. Keep your hips parallel. I'm just hinging at my hips. Once I feel either my back rounding or I'm feeling a big tug on my hamstrings, that's where you stop. Pull your chin in. Your hands can stay on your hips. You can grab opposite elbows here for a chest stretch. You're also welcome to take your hands to the floor or to your shin. All right, look down at that right big toe. Bend into that right knee. We're going to come up out of pyramid. Turn and face the long side of your mat. Bring your feet in a little bit closer and point your toes out about 45 degrees. We're going to take a yoga squat. Hands to hips. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, slide your hips back and take your hands down, come to your forearms. So this is a hip opener. Okay, so this is your plan A, forearms on your thighs. Plan B, you're going to sink your hips a little bit more into camper pose. Plan C, maybe you're coming all the way down. Take your elbows into your knees. Press your hands together and lift your chest. All right, whichever position you're in, you're kind of walking back around towards the top of your mat. We're gonna open up into Warrior 2 and just stay here for 3 breaths. Take a deep breath in. Frame out that right foot. Step back to plank. Lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and inhale, lift your left leg, 3-leg dog. Pull that knee in towards your nose. Place that left foot at the top of your mat. And hold here in this high runner's lunge. Make sure your spine is nice and long. Keep that back leg straight. Now take your right hand next to your left foot, and then inhale, open into that twist. Here's your plan A. Here's your plan B. Check in with your breath. Is your breath smooth and steady? You're working hard in some places. Can you relax in other places? Find that strength and that sense of ease. Okay, take that hand back down. Walk your hands back up your leg. Inhale into Crescent Warrior. You can take your hands behind your back. Interlace, lift your chest. Take a deep breath. Bend into that front knee. Straighten that back leg. Releasing your hands, taking them to your hips. Step your back foot in. And taking pyramid on this side, I'm reaching for my elbows behind me. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, pull forward. So you're hinging at your hips. Don't let that right hip pull back. Keep it equal with your left. And then inhale, come all the way up. Open to the long side of your mat. I'm going to turn and face you for this one. This time we are going to take a wide leg forward fold, so go really wide. Angle your big toes in. Hands to hips. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, pull forward. Slide your hands down. Plan A, they go to your shins. Bend your knees, keep hinging forward. Plan B, take your big toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, pull down. Elbows flare out to the sides, drop your head. We're gonna hold here for 3 more breaths. Slide your hands up to your hips. Use a big inhale. Come all the way up. Go ahead and open up into Warrior 2. Take a peek back, make sure your arms are parallel. Nice deep breath in, and then frame out that left foot, step back to plank. Lower down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Walking, stepping, or hopping your feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. We're gonna go into one more. Inhale halfway. Step or hop back to plank. Lower. Cobra or up dog. Back to down dog. Inhale, lift that right leg. Exhale, pull that right knee to your right elbow and lay that leg on your mat. We're gonna take pigeon. So slide that left leg back. Hold here for a plan A. Maybe put something under this left hip. If you need some support here, like a pillow or a rolled up towel or a block if you have one. Maybe walking out to your forearms or extending all the way down. If this is not good for your knee or your hip, then take pigeon from your back. Same stretch. Bend a knee, put one foot over that knee. You're gonna hug your knee into your chest and push that knee away. So listen to your body. This should be a deep stretch, but it should not hurt. So please be careful. We're gonna stay here for 5 more full deep breaths. Relax your hips, let them soften. Slowly slide your hands back. Now press into your hands in the ball of that left foot. Step back to plank. Go ahead and tip and lower. Cobra or up dog. Exhale back, down dog. Inhale, lift that left leg. Exhale, pull that left knee up towards your left hand. And either coming down to your back for pigeon, but give yourself a couple breaths just to get into the pose. Don't rush it. Square your hips first. And just nice and easy. And 3 more deep breaths here. Walking your hands back. Pressing into your hands and the ball of that back foot. Go ahead and tip into your plank, lower down. Cobra or up dog. Exhale back. In our down dog. Come back to high plank. And lower all the way down to your belly. Go ahead and slide your elbows under your shoulders. Make sure your arms are, you can touch your elbows with your hands. Okay, spread your fingers. Legs are hip width apart. And inhale, press into your forearms and your palms. Look straight ahead. This is Sphinx pose. Now you can hold here, or if you want to take it a little deeper, slide your hands out in front and press into your hands for seal. Lower your shoulders and keep pressing up, maybe sliding your hands back a little higher. And then coming back down. Go ahead and take your arms out in a T. We're going to do a big shoulder stretch here. So listen for options. Make sure you do what feels best on your shoulders. So my arms are out in a T, palms down. I'm going to slide over onto my right side. Keep my body straight, and I keep that right arm still working behind me, palm flat. All right, take that left hand to your side. So plan A, you can bend your knees and keep that left arm on top. So we're focusing on that right shoulder, getting a stretch here. Plan B, straighten your bottom leg and come onto your foot in front. And I'm going to keep pushing that knee back, which is opening my chest towards the ceiling. And now I feel it a little deeper in that right shoulder. Plan C, take that hand behind me, and you're going to interlace your fingers with your right hand and keep trying to stretch your arms away from you. Okay, slowly coming back down. Come down to your belly. Notice how that right shoulder hopefully feels like it had a good stretch. Stretching your arms out again in a T. Coming onto your left side. Plan A, knees bent and your knees are stacked. Arm is on your side. Plan B, straighten your bottom leg and use that top foot to kind of keep your body open. And C, interlacing your fingers. Okay, slowly releasing this. We're going to make our way onto our backs now. All right, and we're going to start with bridge, but I'd like you to start with your arms in cactus. Pull your feet back towards your hips. Make sure your knees are neutral. And on an inhale, lift your hips up to the ceiling as high as you can. And then exhale, lower back down. Think about having that pelvic tilt. Inhale, do that again. Tilt your pelvis, lift your hips. And exhale, rounding down. And again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. And inhale up. We're going to hold this one. So keep pressing, lifting your hips. Weight should be across your shoulders, not on your neck. Go a little bit higher with this last breath. And slowly lower down. Go ahead and hug your knees into your chest. Cross at your ankles, take your hands to your kneecaps. Slowly roll your low back out. Bring your arms down to your sides. We're going to get ready for shoulder stand. So remember your plan A for shoulder stand. Lift your legs up to the ceiling. Arms out in cactus. Hold here. If you know the full expression, use your breath and move slowly. Never swinging up into any poses. Deep inhale. Exhale. Press into your arms and your hands. Lift your legs back into half plow or plow. Taking your hands to your low back. And then when you're ready, inhale. Lift your legs up to the ceiling. Never looking around when you're in shoulder stand. The weight should always be across your shoulders, never on your neck. And you're pressing so hard into your low back with your fingertips, reaching your toes up towards the ceiling. And then go ahead, bring your legs back slowly through plow, which means toes down, or half plow, they're up. Bring your hands to your mat, and then slowly use your tricep strength here to roll out. hugging your knees into your chest. Bring your arms out, either in cactus or in a T. And then take a deep breath in and bring your knees over to one side. It doesn't matter which side. If you want to increase this stretch, bring your knees up higher. If you want to decrease it, bring them lower. And if your neck is okay, look to your opposite elbow or hand. Looking back to neutral, bring your knees in. Take a deep breath in and out here to reset. And then slowly bring your knees over to the other side. Back to center. Hug your knees in one more time and then bring your feet flat to your mat. Straighten your legs out. Take a deep breath in. Reach your arms up overhead. Reach long through the balls of your feet. Get nice and long here. And we're going to finish with banana pose. So take one hand. Let's start with our left. Grab your right wrist. Reach your fingertips up behind you and then curve over. Going for that banana shape. Hold here for plan A. Plan B, move your legs a little bit. Plan C, cross your top foot over your bottom foot. Big stretch in your hip, your rib cage, your shoulder. Try to relax your shoulders down on your mat. Let's take 3 more deep breaths here. Try to relax your hips. And make your way back to neutral. Stretch your arms again up overhead. And then go ahead and take your right hand around your left wrist as you curl your body. And 5 full breaths here. Still working into this curve, but letting yourself relax into it at the same time. One more full breath. And coming back to neutral. I like to hug my knees into my chest one more time. If there's anything else you would like to do here, go for it. Maybe you want to take happy baby pose and roll out your low back a little bit. And then go ahead and stretch long on your mat. We'll take a few minutes here in relaxation. Go ahead and get any wiggles out that you need to. Anywhere you still feel some tension. Maybe you want to shrug your shoulders and relax them. Maybe you want to make some goofy faces and make your face really wide and squish it together so that you can relax it. Relax your hands. All these places that stress likes to hide. And take 1 or 2 more long, deep breaths, and then just let yourself sink into your mat. Close your eyes if you're comfortable. If not, just let your eyes go soft. Let your thoughts come and go. Letting yourself sink deeper and deeper into your mat. And let yourself come back to the sound of my voice first. Bring your awareness back to your mat and the space around you. Start with some small movements, some deeper breaths. Maybe take that big stretch up overhead. And hugging your knees into your chest. And if you want to come onto one side first before you make your way up to seated. And then coming back to that starting position, whatever is comfortable. And just sitting for one more minute here, hands resting softly. You can keep your eyes closed or soft gaze. The goal of yoga, no, it's not about the handstand. The yoga pose is not the goal. Becoming flexible is not the goal. Standing on your hands is not the goal. The goal is to create space where you were once stuck, to unveil the layers of protection you've built around your heart, to appreciate your body and become aware of the mind and the noise that it constantly creates, to make peace with who you are. The goal is to love you. Come to your yoga mat to feel, not to accomplish. Shift your focus, and your heart will grow. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste. Be well, friends.